We'll start by disconnecting the batteries here. So the batteries are disconnected. Now we want to pull the starter relay out. Need to remove this on mine. I got a 10mm socket. Like 2 bolts back up in there, I think. Don't lose your bolts. And we got this bolt here. Let's go ahead and pull it. Seems like these are all 10mm. That's it. And right there. That's your starter relay. Let's pull it on out of there. So these are in here by these little plastic tabs going through the hole. Just grab them with the needle nose pliers there, squeeze the tabs together, pull them right out of the hole. Go ahead and do that to this one here too. Alright, on mine, this little bolt here holding the starter relay in, it's a 4mm. Just kidding. It's a 7mm. So, I'll pull that off, pull the starter relay off, and we'll have this plate here. Alright, so what we're going to do here, so this sits in the truck like this. We need to bolt that on right there. So what you do is you come over to your coffee can full of nuts and bolts, and you find a couple that you need, and there you go. There's a couple of bolts, a couple of nuts, and a couple of washers, and they're even the same size, matching pair. It's like I did that on purpose. Alright, so let's mark that hole and drill it out. Alright, so there's my X marks the spot. Matched it up with this one here. I need to widen that one and drill that one out. So let's get on it. Got our holes drilled in. They fit the bolts perfectly. Let's make sure it lines up. Oh yeah. Alright. I mean, they may be crappy, but it ain't broke. So I'm gonna hold on to this, why not? And I'll hold on to this connection end here as well. So when I cut them off, I'll leave a little bit of slack right there, maybe a couple inches or so. That'll do her. No going back. Well, I guess we could go back, but then we might as well just keep going forward at this point. Oh, we got one on here. Oh, my limited colors of heat shrink tubing, so I'm just going to use what I got. Hopefully, if anybody else ever works on this, they look at the color of the wire, not the color of the heat shrink. But I know what it is, so it works for me. On to the next ones. Here's the next one. You're like, well, How come you got the black tubing on the hot wire and the red tubing on the black wire? Well, because that's how it is. And no, actually, it's because the tubing, this is a much thinner wire, and so this is a thinner heat shrink tube. It fits on there better. This is a thicker wire. There's some thicker heat shrink tubing, and the red one wouldn't fit over this, and the black one was too big for this. So that's why it is the way that it is. The other two are going to be black as well. So now I had an opportunity here on the relay. So we got these two here, and I considered using these on here, but I figure, well, they may pull out, so I don't think they would. I just think that those are going to be a little bit more secure, so I went with those, the circular ones. We'll bolt them in instead of just sliding it on the clip. But yep, off to the last two. Well, there they are. That's all four of them. Let's bolt them in, see if the truck's going to start. Actually, I'm going to unscrew these here, pull off these tabs. We don't need them because we're going to bolt them directly on. Pull these tabs off. We'll go ahead and connect this to the mounting plate that we modified over here for our needs. And then we'll bolt them on, see if it starts. I got a good feeling. Alright, we got it bolted on. Good and solid. Let's plug her in and see what happens. There we go. Got her all bolted up. Let's go reconnect the battery and see if she'll start. Alright, we got the battery reconnected here. All right. Let's see what happens here. Well, it started. Looks good. Liquid electrical tape. We're going to smear some on there. Insulate them terminals. It's getting shadowy down there, but oh, it looks like I missed a piece there, shiny spot. But got me a couple of coats of liquid electrical tape on there. I'll get that spot right there. You see where it's shiny? And get that spot and look it over, make sure I didn't miss any other spots. Get it taped up, get it bolted back up, and then we'll start the truck again. Well, there we go. Everything's bolted back up. This is the moment of truth. We had a successful test fire a while ago, but that was before everything was bolted back up. Now that we got everything together, let's see what happens. I think it works. I think it works just fine.